For over 2,000 years, one pattern has destroyed every great empire. Not through invasion, not through rebellion, through economic suicide. Rome, Spain, Britain, each one believed their power was permanent until the numbers betrayed them. And now, every sign that ended those empires has returned in the United States. The same debts, the same inflation, the same blind confidence that it can't happen here. But history disagrees, because history has never missed a payment. It begins in Rome, the empire that ruled the known world for 500 years. Its armies stretched from Scotland to Syria. Its currency, the silver denarius, was trusted everywhere. But Rome spent more than it earned. Wars, luxuries, and corruption drained its treasury. So the emperors began to cheat. They melted the silver, added copper, and kept the same coins in circulation. Within a century, the denarius had lost 95% of its silver content. Inflation exploded. Soldiers demanded more pay. The empire that once united the world fractured from within. When the money died, Rome followed. Then came Spain, the richest empire of the 16th century. Silver from the New World poured into Madrid like rivers of light. But instead of building industries, Spain imported everything, paying with silver it didn't earn. Inflation devoured the wealth. The Spanish crown defaulted on its debt 4 times in just 40 years. The world's richest empire had bankrupted itself. Next was Britain, the pound sterling, once the symbol of global power. But 2 world wars drained its reserves, and by 1945, the empire was broke. At Bretton Woods, the United States took the crown. The dollar became the world's reserve currency, and Britain, the empire that ruled a quarter of Earth, lost it all within 3 decades. Now the cycle repeats. The United States rose from Britain's ashes, armed with industry, innovation, and the strongest currency in history. But over the decades, the pattern began again. Dominance, overextension, deficits, debt. In 1971, President Nixon severed the dollar from gold. That was stage 4, currency debasement. Since then, America has printed more money than all previous centuries combined. Inflation, once the enemy, became policy. Trillions borrowed, trillions spent. Wars, welfare, bailouts, stimulus. And while the numbers grew, the value fell. Stage 5, inflation. Stage 6, loss of confidence. And now global markets are quietly asking the question no one in Washington dares to. What happens when the world no longer trusts the dollar? Every empire believed it was different. Rome believed its legions would protect its coins. Spain believed its silver would last forever. Britain believed its navy would secure its trade, and America believes technology will make it immune to collapse. But history doesn't care about belief. It only follows patterns, and every pattern ends the same way. When debt exceeds production, when money exceeds value, when confidence exceeds truth, collapse is not a question, it's a countdown. The dollar's strength has been the backbone of the world since 1944, but reserve status doesn't last forever. It shifts, always, and the shift has already begun. Empires don't die because they are conquered. They die because they forget what made them strong. Fiscal discipline, real production, trust in value over illusion. Rome lost that. Spain lost that. Britain lost that. The United States still has time, but not much, because the math of empire is absolute. You cannot print prosperity. You cannot spend more than you earn forever. And you cannot survive if your money stops meaning anything. If you want to understand where your money, your savings, and your country are heading, you need to understand this pattern. History doesn't just repeat, it rhymes with precision. Subscribe to the channel and join us as we decode the cycles that built and destroyed every empire before ours. Because when this pattern completes, only those who understood it early will be ready for what comes next.